I have been collecting up empty makeup, skincare, hair care, and even candles for the last 2.5-ish months. And I'm going to chat you through everything that I've used up, whether I liked it, whether I didn't, whether I'd repurchase, whether I'd recommend. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I've got for you a monumentous empties. It's actually a little bit ridiculous. I'm not quite sure how they've all got here or how I've got to this stage, but it wasn't that long ago I filmed my last empties, and now this is the situation that we are dealing with. Not just one, because it was overflowing, but two empties. What? I have been collecting up empty makeup, skincare, hair care, and even candles for the last 2.5-ish months. And I'm going to chat you through everything that I've used up, whether I liked it, whether I didn't, whether I'd repurchase, whether I'd recommend. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. These are my favourite to film. Absolute favourite. And I can't work out, I'm trying to work out if I just dip and dive or if I think I'm going to dip and dive. I think it's way more fun. Let's go. On the top is a product that might be in here again. This is the Essential Waitrose Pink Grapefruit Bubble Bath. I think it's my favourite. And it's because it's simple, it does the job, and it smells amazing. Absolutely love it. I think it's like £1.50 and you get 750 mils. So big fan, would repurchase, have repurchased, starting off strong. Something else a little bit boring, shower gel. This is the Radox Feel Uplifted Shower Gel. I actually really like Radox. I've actually just bought 2 more. And then let's finish off with the really boring stuff. This is shaving cream. I don't really use shaving cream that much. I tend to use either moisturizer or I do it in the bath or the bubble bath, so therefore you don't really kind of need it so much. Yeah, this one's fine. It does the job. Where to start? In here, this is the NYX Prodigio candle. There's quite a lot of candles in here. You'll notice that Alex and I are on a bit of a candle moment. We're trying to actually use up some of the candles that have been in this flat for like 4 years. And this is one of them. It smells delightful. NYX has the best smell and scent ever. In here, I don't know if you can see them. Oh, sun's coming. I don't know if you can see them, are loads and loads of little samples. And this is what I mean in the form that I'm trying to finish products that have been in my life for way too long. And these are some of them. I mean, there are loads in here from Rebel, which is a fragrance brand here in London, which creates such unique fragrances, which means there are ones like Unrequited, Stunned, Bubblegum, which I loved. And then there's 2 that I just cannot stand. And I think because they're so unique, you're gonna find that. So the ones I don't like are Rebel Soul and Air. I just can't stand those 2 fragrances at all. And then there are just loads of other things in here. I mean, I can't necessarily tell you if I loved or hated them because I find these little tiny samples, you get like 2 uses out of them and then they're gone. Yeah, these are all of the little fragrances I've used up over the last couple of months. I'm just trying to clear them out. I've been gathering them and it's driving me insane. A face wash that lasted pretty much the entire year. This is the LMS Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Wash. I freaking loved this. This is such a good face wash. It's not the best at removing makeup. It's not a makeup remover, but that's like a second cleanse or a morning cleanse. It left my skin looking and feeling clean. Would repurchase. Face washes are one of the very few things I repurchase quite a lot because you go through them, well, apart from this one, you tend to go through them quite quickly. Head back to fragrances. This is the Yardley Freesia and Bergamot Body Mist. I keep these in the office, so these are actually at work. I've got another one on the go at the moment. Every time I sprayed this, people were like, oh my God, what have you sprayed? And I never said the same thing when I sprayed perfume in the office. It smells delightful. It's not the longest lasting scent, but as like a little bit of a boost of scent in the short term. So I like it when I get to the office, when I come back from lunch, all those kind of like moments where you just need to like reset. Freaking love this. Would actually repurchase. I don't know how to do bigger bottles because you go through these relatively quickly. I finished the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is actually delightful. I don't think I ever used the spoon on the top, but the cream itself is so luxurious. It's like not thick in the slightest, but then it's so hydrating. Like, I cannot tell you how hydrating this cream is, considering it's not heavy at all. I've got another one, absolutely love it. This brand, I can see why it gets the hype and the love. This is actually not an empty, this is a get rid. This is the Nip and Fab Retinol Fix Serum, and I feel really bad because the Nip and Fab Glycolic range is one of my favorites. I feel like it's like Honestly, the best. My skin absolutely loves it. It's really affordable and it is chef's kiss. On the other hand, this my skin hated, and I don't think it's the fault of the product. Every time I used this, my skin got really congested and then it broke out, and every time I stopped using it, my skin cleared up. So for one reason or another, my skin didn't like this, so obviously I stopped using it. Oh look, another bubble bath. So I finished 2 in the last sort of 2 months. We've got the Toni & Guy Sea Salt Texturizing Spray. I find these sea salt sprays are fine. I've kind of gone off them. I went through a real kind of sea salt spray moment when I was at uni, and I think this was one of the hangovers of that period. I mean, I bought it post uni, but like a hangover of that kind of like mentality. I really now prefer either like a blow dry spray or a texturizing, like an actual texturizing spray. These like really liquidy salt sprays I really find dried my hair out. This is a good one if you want a salt spray, but I've kind of gone off them. I finished 2 setting powders. I finished the Rimmel Stay Matte powder and the Vive Modern Powder Perfector. I'm going to keep this packaging because these are refillable. You can just pop out the middle and then buy a new insert. And then this is just a classic. Both of these are beautiful. This one has a tint to it, so this one sort of gives like a little bit of extra colour, while this one, I think they do colour one, but this one is transparent. I think I prefer this, but then this is cheaper and easier to get hold of. I finished up the L'Oreal Pure Clay Blemish Rescue Mask, and this is one of those L'Oreal face masks that are in like the glass bottles. These are so good. If you've been sleeping on these, you need to go and buy one now. They have like a whole range of them. When they first came out, I think there was like 4 of them, but I'm pretty sure there's more than that now. They are actually such good face masks. I really like this one, and then there's I think it's like a pink clay mask or something. So they're my 2 favourites just because I have quite a lot of hydrating masks already. So these kind of like clarifying masks I'm a big fan of. Would repurchase, have repurchased. On the hair care front, I finished the Ordinary Natural Moisturising Lightweight Hydrating Serum for Scalp. I tend to use this as something to put in my hair if I want to do like a slick back bun look. I really enjoy doing a slicked back look with like actual hair care in your hair while it's doing it. So I don't use a huge amount of hairspray or hair wax to kind of do the whole slick back look. I tend to use a serum or a leave-in conditioner or something like really hydrating, and I actually really enjoyed this. It's one of those things that if my scalp was getting quite itchy, which it does if I leave it slightly too long between hair washes, you put this on and it was like instant relief. I really enjoyed this. I kind of have very mixed feelings about the Ordinary hair care range. The shampoos and conditioners that I've tried, I'm like, but I really enjoyed this. So I do think I'm going to try some more of their kind of like oils and serums and that sort of side of the Ordinary hair care range, because I was a big fan of this. I think they call it Sacha Juan, I think. Shampoo and conditioner. These are obviously little samples. I'm pretty sure I finished these up on our honeymoon in France. These are actually so good. You know when you use like a shampoo and conditioner and your hair is just like really shiny and soft and silky? This is what those did to me. I am currently using the Amika shampoo and conditioner, which is obviously what I've used today, and I feel like it gives my hair that quality, but then it's got something to it, and therefore you can kind of style it. So I loved these. I would have repurchased these, but I think I'm now in love with the Amika hair care line. Take what you will of that. I finished up one of the Molten Brown shower gels. I tend to get these in advent calendars or at Christmas presents. I don't think I've ever actually bought my own Molten Brown shower gel because they are so expensive. I mean, you can feel it. They're luxurious. I'm gonna reopen the curtain again. The way that they kind of sud up is delightful, but I don't think I can warrant the cost of them. If you've been around for a while, oh my god, what is this sun doing? If you've been around for a while or you know me personally, I have a fragrance that I have used on every single holiday since I have been going abroad without my parents. This is the Michael Kors Midnight Shimmer fragrance. Actually been discontinued, and I finished this up on my honeymoon. It's like a super sweet vanilla-y scent. Finished 2 of the Revolution Sally Hughes Clean Sheet Morning Cleansers, but just like itty bitty tiny samples. Actually a really good cleansing balm. I mean, I think there's only like 1 cleansing balm, potentially maybe 2, that I've ever used I don't like. I do think I'm just a cleansing balm person, but this cleansing balm is amazing. Big fan, would repurchase, especially considering how affordable this would be if I bought it full price. Finished up another candle. This is the Joe Loves Fig Tree candle. pencil. I do think this one sticks out in my brain a little bit more, so I'm not sure this is one I would rush out and repurchase, but there you go. Continuing the slicked back bun look, I have also used this as a slicked back bun leave-in solution. This is the Way leave-in conditioner. It was fine, I liked it. I wouldn't necessarily say I'd rush out and repurchase it. I definitely preferred this to this as a leave-in solution. I finished three eyeliners. I don't necessarily think that I like finished them all in this month. I just went through my makeup collection and realized they had all completely dried out. So these are 3 eyeliner pens. It's the Huda Beauty eyeliner Quick and Easy, which is like one of the finest nib eyeliners you will ever see in your entire life, which does mean it dries up really quickly. And then the Ico, that's where I draw the line eyeliner. These ones are actually really nice. I've just had them for a long time and they dried up, but it's kind of the opposite. It's like a big fat pen. So yeah, I mean, these are fine. I wouldn't say they're my favorites. I have eyeliner pens that I prefer, but I finished those 3. I then finished one of the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencils. I have loved these pencils for a long time. I like the NYX one, the Rimmel one, or the Maybelline one, or the L'Oreal one. They're all kind of interchangeable. I'm going to finish off this basket before proceeding on to the next one. So I've also finished up one of the Ren Brightening Dark Circle Eye Creams. I find me reviewing eye creams is probably really unfair. My under eyes are probably, and I know I'm very lucky with this, but they're probably one of the least fussy requiring parts of my body. I have dry patches on my shoulders and my elbows, I get breakouts on my chin, I get like dry patches around my nose, but my under eyes are actually fine. All eye creams are sort of interchangeable to me. It was good, I liked it, but I find I like a lot of eye creams. So finished the Revolution Sally Hughes 5 Acid Daily Exfoliant. One of those products that I liked. My skin didn't like react badly to it. Did I necessarily notice a difference while I was using it? Not really. It felt nice. Probably wouldn't repurchase that one. The MDO Intense Hydrating Moisturizer. This is the smallest sample in the world. I do not remember using this. As you can probably tell, I've gone through a bit of a phase of trying to use up some of my minis, which means I don't remember all of them. A mini I do remember is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. This was delightful. It's one of those moisturizers. It falls into the same category as this. It's like really light, but then really hydrating. It was the smallest sample in the entire world, so I can't talk of its long-term benefits, but it felt delightful to apply it. But I think if I had to choose one, I would choose the Tatcha one. Finished one of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dew Drops. I like these. I mean, I feel like they get a lot of hype. Do I necessarily believe all of the hype? No. But do I think it's a good skincare product? Yes. Finished up 2 mascaras. I've got the Superhero Mascara by IT Cosmetics and then the Rose Ink. I think this is just the Rose Ink mascara. I like this one for like a really everyday lengthening but a bit of volume kind of all over mascara. It's got one of those curved mascara ones, so it's quite good at like lifting. And then I've the IT Superhero one. Thing is, it's got a brush that to me would imply volume. I don't know if it was because it's a mini and because it was like mostly dried up, but to me it didn't do a huge amount of anything, so I didn't really love this. This one I would repurchase. God, look how bright it now is. Jesus Christ. This is the Earth Harbour Lunar Rain Resurfacing Night Serum. It was nice. It falls into that category of like a skincare product that I finished up. I don't really remember it, so that should at least take down some of the brightness because I've put the like security curtains closed. Fine. The last thing in here, and it's a bit grim, is the 111 Skin Rose Gold Brightening Facial Treatment Mask. I think the thing is, I've never personally tried a face mask or like a sheet face mask. I've gone, oh my god, that's made a world of difference. But I don't know, I just don't think sheet masks are my thing. I think I just prefer a mask that I can kind of use every week for a prolonged period of time and kind of really form an opinion of it. So this one's done. On to the next one. Got 2 more candles in here. I've got the Restore Sandalwood, Cedar and Cardamom candle, which was in Alex's advent calendar that I made for him last year. It was from B&M's, and actually, although it wasn't the longest lasting in terms of like how long it took to burn through, this candle actually smelled delightful. I haven't really had a huge amount of exposure to B&M candles, but big fan of this. You burn through it quite quickly, but it does smell delicious. And then the opposite end of it, a candle that I felt like we were burning burning for as long as I was alive. This is the Boy Smells candle from a brand that I cannot pronounce the name of. I think it's Hinoki Fantôme. Yeah, I think it's Hinoki Fantôme. I'm not 100% sure. The smell's fine. I wouldn't say it's my favourite scent. I think if I was to buy a candle from this brand, I wouldn't buy this one. It was given in an advent calendar last Christmas, but as a candle goes, this lasted forever. Like, honestly, forever. It's one of the longest burning candles I think I have ever had in my life. I think that's it for candles. This is the Murad AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser. It's one of those cleansers that's got like a little bit of a scrub in it, but not a huge amount. I used this in the shower in the morning. I kind of liked it because it was like a physical exfoliant, but I'm definitely more of a chemical exfoliant person, so I don't necessarily think I would repurchase this, but that's more personal preference than anything else. I finished the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. Big fan of this. It's one of those like really liquidy textures when you apply it on your face. Like, honestly, it feels a little bit like you've just put water on your face, but then your skin looks and feels so hydrated. I was a big fan. I would repurchase. Yeah. Also, excuse my hair. I've put a, do you remember what I was saying earlier about this? I've put a blow dry spray into my hair and it makes it so big. Finished the Ritual of Jing Soothing Body Cream. This was delightful. It's one of the like nicest, thickest body creams ever, and it feels so luxurious when you're using it. You can really tell this product has a price to it because it does feel amazing. So yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to spend this much on a body cream, but if I was going to, I would buy another one from Rituals. This one is really sad. So this is the Zero Facial Oil, which you can see I've used a portion of, and then I kind of abandoned it while I was trying or using up other face oils. It is amazing. I do absolutely love it, but got off. So it's really gone off, so I cannot use it anymore. It is a sign to say stop half opening products and just finish them up, which is what the aim of these videos and just my kind of outlook at the moment in general. I finished the Laneige Water Bank Cream, which is a very similar to this. It's one of those like really liquidy moisturizers that actually packs quite a lot of hydration in it. Has it taken over my Toucher cream? No, it hasn't. A face oil that I have used up is the Biossance Squalene and Vitamin C Rose Oil. I used quite a lot of this range over a short period of time, and I do absolutely love it. And this is, I think, my favourite thing from the range because it is a face oil that is not heavy in the slightest, and so you can use it pretty much every day and it won't interrupt your makeup. It doesn't sit too funny on your face. It is delightful. I love it. Would repurchase. Big fan. I finished 2 hair masks. This is the Briogeo Superfoods Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture Hair Mask, and this is the Deeper Love Hair by Sam McKnight. I think I prefer the Briogeo, but they are both very nice hair masks. They are super hydrating. I think if I had to choose one, I would choose the Briogeo, but they are both great hair masks. This is the Rotary Feed Your Skin Super Seed Facial Oil. It's one of those facial oils that is the opposite of this. This is so thick and it kind of sits on your skin. It does eventually settle in, and when it does, it's like delightful, but kind of puts me off. Something else I wasn't the biggest fan of is the Omarokovitz Cream Queen, I think is what it's called. I found it really thick, and like not in like a really nice, oh it's nice and thick and moisturizing, in like a, it just doesn't sit on my skin very nicely. I really didn't like this. I wouldn't repurchase it. I know that some people love this, and obviously if you love this, all good for you. I'm really happy. I mean, it's very expensive, so I'm kind of happy I don't like it, but I just didn't get on with this whatsoever, and there are more affordable options that I love a lot more. Oh my god, look how small he is. I finished the little Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I have tried 1 or 2 of the full size Cetaphil cleansers. They are delightful. If you want like a really simple, easy, fuss-free face wash that's affordable, these are what you want. This is the Nip and Fab Retinol Fix Eye Treatment. Unlike the Retinol Fix Serum, which is here, this didn't react to my skin in the same way, so I actually was okay and I finished this one up. But I feel the same way about this as I feel about most eye creams. I liked it, but the problem is I don't really have a huge number of like eye skin concerns, so Right, I'm going to finish on a new favourite and a new obsession that I have inherited out of nowhere. These are Amika pouches and they come with like refillable bottles, and I mean, is it an empty? Because strictly speaking, half of these are still in the shower, but these pouches fill up the bottles around twice, but I am obsessed. This is the Amika signature range, which is like the, if you don't necessarily have a hair concern, it's for you. I am a huge fan. I find that my hair looks and feels clean, hydrated, a little bit shiny and not oily at all. I think I love them. And that is everything. That is everything that I finished up over the last like 2.5 months, which I am completely aware is insane. I totally plan to do this at the end of December to kind of like round up the year, but it was getting too much and I needed to get it out my flat. I'm still collecting up all of the makeup empties in one place so I can do an end of the year makeup empties. I feel like it's gonna be really interesting to see the products that I use all the time. But yeah, this is everything that I finished up over the last couple of months. Sorry the lighting has been so freaking chaotic. It was cloudy when I started filming this and then the sun came out and it wasn't playing ball. I'm not going to complain. Sun in winter is obviously a rarity and I will celebrate it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!